Hey guys, what's up? Affiliate Tabali here, bringing you another top-notch one. This time for a goalkeeper who isn't wearing elbow pads and wants to play without elbow pads. So that's what this video is about, sharing some important tips for you to help you land safely without hitting your elbows and getting hurt. So stay tuned. They'll be giving you some tips and some exercise for you to do at the end of the video. Alright? If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe and hit the bell. Leave a like, it's super important. Your like shows you're enjoying the content here. And YouTube starts sharing it with more people. So it really matters. And if you've been following me for a while, go ahead and check if you're subscribed. Because sometimes YouTube removes your subscription. Almost people watching videos on the channel aren't actually subscribed yet, since they found it through another video recommendation. So go ahead and double check so you don't miss future videos. Alright, done with the intro, so let's get into the video. So, let's go. Goalkeeper. I'm going to share some important tips here to help you avoid injury. Lots of goalkeepers out there can't stand wearing elbow pads. They say, man, it gets in my way. It bothers me, man, I just can't. It feels like I'm restricted. That's totally normal. Okay? When you buy elbow pads, you've never used before or are brand new. When you first put them on, you might feel uncomfortable. You might not adapt right away. But remember, you're a goalkeeper who dives a lot and keeps getting hurt. I always recommend elbow pads. Let's talk now about goalkeepers who play without them. As you're seeing now, goalkeeper William playing without elbow pads. Goalkeeper Guita too. So, it really comes down to the goalkeeper's style. It varies from keeper to keeper. It's still very important that you're going to play without elbow protection. So you need to learn the falling technique, which is very important. So I'm going to share some tips and mistakes you must avoid so you don't blow out your elbow. Like I did at the beginning. When I first started playing, I hit my elbow. It kept popping. Just stay chill over there. And then you're stuck there. It was a really annoying pain. So I recommend that you practice and learn. Alright, let's get into this fouling drill. But we need a ball. So that you be careful, mind. Come on, toss the ball over here. Alright, let's go. I will place the ball right here beside me. Just so we can work on important coordination. Properly execute the foul. So every time you, goalkeeper, go for a dive to reach this ball. It's very important. When you fall, don't land by supporting yourself with your arm. Using your elbow to brace yourself so you don't fall. Try not to hit this part. So the mistake you guys make is when I dive, I land on my elbow and try to catch the ball with this hand. So every time you land on your elbow and you're not wearing an elbow pad, you'll get hurt. So don't land your dive by putting weight on your elbow and trying to catch the ball with your other hand. No, okay, you need to slide this hand behind you and land on the side. Got it? Now remember, the tip is when you go for the dive, don't jump and drop straight down. Instead, slide in smoothly. That pool, there are videos on the channel and in my course showing you exactly how to perform the full dive so you don't get injured. So when you fall, don't land by bracing yourself because every time you do that, you'll smash your elbow. And we don't want that. We want you to go for the ball. Another important thing is that every time you go down for a dive, the ball also, if you rest your elbow and don't get into the correct position relative to the ball, you'll end up blocking yourself here. Won't be able to reach that ball and you'll concede a goal, okay? So don't place it here. But I extend my arms while sliding, pressing it here to block this ball. Now with another important tip is when you slide, it's this side part here that should hit the ground. It's this part here that will help you. When you perform the dive, enter and strike the ground right here. Every time you execute the dive, sliding, you should enter with your hand low, not dropping from above. Keeping your hand low as you slide. And when you go in, you'll rotate so you can press. Or extend your arms to make the side part hit the ground. From this position, R entered, supported myself, extended, look, I'm sideways, kidding, and my elbow isn't touching the ground because it's using this entire area here. And I'm catching the ball from this position. And this is very important right here. And so every time you go down, you must hit the ground with this lower side part of your body to protect yourself and avoid injury. And see, I'm going down here. Look, I can catch it without getting hurt. And now for the last exercise, they'll show you some training drills you can do to get used to striking. The side part without hurting your elbow, okay?
Reminding you goalkeeper who wants to stand out, who wants to learn all the techniques. Just like this one, performing a low dive, but also executing the split save, 1 volt, 1 breakaway situations with footwork or knee dives. Down below, in the description, is my online course. In this course, I teach you step by step all the techniques you need to stand out as a goalkeeper. How to set up a wall, but stop conceding free kick goals. Teach provocation, how to position yourself during corners, to organize your defense. Communicate effectively with your team so you don't concede goals, so your team does not lose marking, and You can guide them properly. How to play as a sweeper keeper. You know how to move your legs efficiently. You know how to finish at goal. When exactly to come out as a sweeper keeper. All of this is in my course. Plus, if you're a goalkeeper who wants to learn, Frat uses the averter. Pass a selection trial. Learn how to succeed in the tryout. I also teach a dedicated selection module in the course, where I show you everything you need, what you must prepare before arriving at the tryout. Present yourself correctly and stand out among other candidates. If you're a goalkeeper coach looking for content to teach your goalkeepers, or want to train your child, or run an academy and want to deliver communicate content to your goalkeepers, my course also includes over 100 exercises you can use to train your goalkeepers with game-like training scenarios, real situations that actually happen during matches, so you can prepare them to be ready. So click down below in the description. My course is there. The course is top-notch and will help you become a great goalkeeper. Alright, now let's go to the final training tip. Alright, let's go to the final tip, which is the part about training. There's no way you can learn how to fall and train without elbow pads. Can play without elbow pads. If you don't train, you have to train. So that's very important. We'll be showing you some basic, simple drills that you can do at home. I add any too far. If you're just hanging around at home, grab a ball and do 5 or 10 minutes of practice. You're relaxed, right? How is it done? Sitting down, okay? We'll start seated, ball in hand. So in this position, I have to fall without letting my elbow touch here. My sideways fall is lateral. I can support the ball. I can support myself. Try not to support yourself. It'll stretch out and fall with the side of my body, like this. Fell with the side of my body. Came back up, using my leg here, like this. Look, I'm also working my abs. Position myself. I'm going to fall. Trying to use the side of my body. You'll work on this movement here. Lateral. Just stay here. Extend your arm. Don't keep your arm like this, because it's as if you're reaching out to make the save over there. So maybe you'll stretch out as if you're actually reaching for the ball in the corner, way out in the corner. You know those corner balls you always complain about? How do I defend that? You can do it on the floor too, but you have to practice. My elbow isn't touching the ground. After I've done the movement, you can relax. You got up, position myself, stretched out over there. If you want to stretch out, sliding the ball here, that's fine too. Position myself, and I'm doing it. I'm hitting with my side. I'm not hitting with my elbow, side of the body. This will start teaching you the motion of getting your elbow. Elbow rotation, Teddy ball is over there. I'm going to reach for the ball sliding. When I grab the ball, I don't rest my elbow. But here, I grab it and rotate forward. Looking straight ahead, so you can catch it there and defend this. You'll do it sideways for you guys too. Doing it sideways so you can see. I will grab, they'll stretch out. I won't rest my elbow here. You'll grab, extend, and perform a lateral rotation. This part here is what touches the ground. I stretched out. Media, stretched out, fell sideways. This is the part that touches the ground, which helps you avoid hitting your elbow. I try to get up using leg string. I'm already engaging my core in this movement. We'll do something like this to the side. Movement, alright, then you can progress, okay? From sitting position to starting on your knees and eventually standing up. It's the same thing, okay? Always on your knees, ball in hand, ill slide. Go in and rotate. The exercise is always the same. Only the height from which you fall increases. So always laterally. Positioned, small fall sideways, okay. Like this, you'll get used to it. You'll learn how to fall properly and won't hit your elbow anymore, alright? So that's it, guys. That was the video, my friends. Important tips for you. Goalkeepers who want to play without elbow pads or are currently playing without them and avoid getting injured. It's very important you learn this so you don't hurt yourself, and gradually you'll get the right technique for falling, and you'll see it really helps a lot with your diving technique. Alright, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you're kidding yourself. So go ahead and subscribe and leave a like. Second precis was signed, and that was the video. See you in the next one. Stay strong. It's